Hello again. It's me and Benji. Today's video is on prompt dependency. So here's the thing. In ABA, we do prompts. First of all, prompts are everywhere, okay? I don't want people to think like, oh, ABA is just about prompting. Of course we use prompting, but so does all other therapies. And regardless of therapies, prompts are everywhere, right? For example, our calendars are prompts. They send us reminders, they guide us for our. I think he's done. Bye, Benji. He never wants to stay for these videos. Anyway, our calendars are prompts, stop signs are prompts, stop lights are prompts, timers are prompts, notes that we write to ourselves are prompts. Prompts are everywhere, okay? But there's different kinds of prompts, different types of stimuli, okay? There's some that are provided by a person, and some of those are okay, right? A teacher in a class provides a reminder for a test that's in a couple days. Prompt would be, hey, don't forget to study, and that's provided by a teacher, a person, right? But also, let's say that they didn't say anything, but on the board they wrote, make sure you study, test on Friday, right? That's a visual prompt. So in the field of ABA, a lot of the times behavior plans are written and they have a prompt hierarchy. There's two different kinds or styles, least to most to least. There's a lot of controversy, confusion, differences of opinion out there as to what is the least restrictive prompt. I've always learned, and in my experience, it depends on the individual, right? So for some people, a verbal prompt is more intrusive than a gestural prompt, which is just a point. So however you write the prompting levels in the hierarchy for a specific behavior that you want to target, whether it's increasing a behavior or decreasing a behavior, it's all individualized, okay? So related to prompt dependency, the end goal is for someone to be independent, but that could include prompts of a visual support, of an audible response, right? Something that removes a person. So let's say that this person is able to live on their own one day, hold a job. Wouldn't it be amazing if they didn't have to have somebody come walk up to them and say, hey, don't forget to clock out in 5 minutes, or okay, you cut the food like this, not like that. You know what I mean? So visual supports, all of those things are considered prompts, and those are things that people need to start thinking about putting into place to reduce prompt dependency. Because that's one of the number one things with individuals with autism that happens, is that they rely on a person, they wait on somebody to tell them what to do. And that could be for so many reasons. It could just be because, that's their level of functioning, and they are just in need of a person showing them, telling them a lot of things. But I'll tell you, I have met a variety of individuals, and I will tell you now that there's always a way for a person to be independent in something. They do not need to be prompt dependent for every single thing in their life, okay? So having this mindset of taking a step back, getting a person to be independent in some kind of aspect is always the goal, because it makes us feel good, guys. When we're independent and we could do something on our own, it absolutely still same goes for individuals who have developmental disabilities. And that's Benji knocking over my stuff. Time to go. Until then, keep it real.